For this presentation, I prepared exactly two presentations. And I decided to talk about this one, first one. This is Serbian experiences and learnings. As you can see here, it's a list and the kind of projects that we were involved and activities. When you see the list of these activities or projects, you can see that we were trying to involve every group or every category of citizens on every way involved in public procurement. As you can see in ALEC, Anti-Corruption Legal Advice Center, we tried to work with citizens, with contracting authorities, with bidders. In Bidders Advice Support, we work especially with bidders, where you saw that number of cancelled tenders. We assist them to cancel tenders in front of Commission for Protection Rights or in front of courts. In Support to Advocacy Legal Advice Center, you can see that we try to help citizens to get involved over ALEC to public procurement, kind of monitoring, a kind of setting a small initiative to us, and then we proceed that kind of initiative in front of prosecutors, judges, or police officers. At some point, when you can offer to fix a real problem in law and the practice, and put that kind of initiative at the right time, also shared with your colleagues from other CSOs or stakeholder authorities like Public Procurement Office in Serbia or even Commission for Protection of Rights or Ministry of Finance. Also, we concluded that political will is crucial concretely in system of Republic of Serbia. Next one. On the next 3 slides, I put a list of initiatives. Some of them were very successful, some of them not so successful. I will name some of them: Initiative Constitutional Court of Republic of Serbia in order to argue acts that allow certain procurement entities to conduct procedures by internal documents, Towered Bidders, to look for information about single source procurement contracts on portal. I would like to say that it was a very successful initiative for us, because now on the internet in Serbia you have public procurement portal, very interesting thing. There is no obligation for contracting authorities to put all public procurement on that portal, but from the other side, when we made some kind of research through this monitoring with methodology, we saw that almost more than 90% of bidders will first look on public procurement portal. Initiative change a period of statute of limitation is the manner very unsuccessful. We are trying yearly, we are trying to put this change in public procurement law, but right now without success. To publicize decisions of Commission for Protection of Rights on public procurement portal, also successful initiative. Now, Commission for Protection of Rights has obligation to put all of their decisions on public procurement portal. Okay, when we talk about good examples and best practice, it would be a process of upcoming of director, president, and members of Commission for Protection of Rights in 2010 and 2011. Also, interesting thing would be sending of over 1,500 initiatives to public prosecution offices to open misdemeanor procedure against institutions that did not submit annual reports. Also, we made successful assistance in procedures for cancelling more than 85 tenders, followed by the initiatives for amending the law. So we think that is a crucial and important thing to talk with private sector, to see their problems, because they offer you a quality advice, a quality thing from practice. Okay, next one. Challenges to citizen participation. Our law is basically set for the participants in the public procurement process, not for some monitors, independent monitors or controllers. Also, we have a kind of conflict between public procurement law and freedom of information access. Also, vaguely defined ability or competence for initiation of misdemeanor procedures. Authorities in some cases declare themselves out of jurisdiction. They just do want to start procedures. Also, legal barrier could be a complexity of law, and by laws, also, legal barrier could competent institution not acting on CSO's initiative and requirements for conducting inspections. Okay, next one. When we talk about competence and capacity, problem is a small number of organizations dealing in public procurements. Also, lack of skilled staff in field of public procurements. We have a problem of distrust from public, from bidders, from some contracting authorities. There lack of citizens, organizations interest in this area. Maybe it's too complicated to them, so problem would be lack of volunteers. Government and certain groups are forced to present CSOs as incompetent under the impact of foreign states. Also problem could be pro-government organization. In Serbia, we have a lot of them. They're using state funds or funds of USAID, European Commission, European Union. Also, we have the kind of problems between civil society organizations. They do not share knowledge, experience enough. CSO sector could be discord with different motives, desires and goals, connection with political structures. But with the other side, CSO proved to be a key factor in system monitoring, especially in public procurement system. When we talk about organizational setup, it's extremely difficult area for monitoring. Also, problem could be lack of CSO capacity. We had that kind of problem that some staff went to civil service in excellent law firms. So we made from them excellent knowledge in public procurement, financing of political parties. Then after that, they went to law firms. Lack of expert, it's a global problem. Also, pure communication with other CSOs, no network. Problems with organizations networking, of course. Lack of communication and contact with procurement entities and bidders. From our perspective, key factors contributing to citizen participation. We think that would be publicity and transparency. You need to have good basis. Trend in European institutions right now is most important public procurement officers are from economy. Ability for knowledge transfer and sharing. It's very important, crucial thing to share your knowledge with others, CSOs, other colleagues, or not only colleagues. Situation like we had in Serbia, to train media, train prosecutors, train police inspectors and new young professionals. Objective proposals. The fact is that only CSO makes real monitoring of public procurement procedures. Networking, also very important, provides a kind of broadness of monitoring and more information. Also providing public reaction. And of course, impact of political will. In this stage, Serbia's stage, the main thing is impact of political will. Contribution and impact of citizen participation. We mentioned, first one, real picture of public procurement system, trained media, monitoring for procedures, trained prosecutors, inspectors, and budget inspectors who are responsible for initiation of misdemeanor procedures. Thousands of procedures presented to the public. Tens of misdemeanor charges that were launched based on the work of CSO and only CSO. In Serbia, practices that only CSO can put a kind of initiative in front of prosecutor, then prosecutor charges contracting authority because of illegal work in public procurement. Reports on public procurement in the media as well as analysis procedures are based on CSO monitoring findings. Citizens, media and public in general encouraged to monitor public dozens of amended laws based on CSO initiatives. Positive changes in statutes of Commission for Protection of Bidder Rights and its members. Also, they are very important for international organizations reports. They are using CSO findings and monitoring reports and that have, for example, Serbia. We want to go to European Union, but when European Union asks us, what did you do about public procurements? They are very often lying in their reports. So we make some kind of reports and monitoring and show that reports to international organizations, so they can use as argument to, for example, Serbian government. What we learned from work in public procurement, you can recognize first one, importance of media and functioning of freedom of information access system, media impacts on citizens, information presented in the media considered to be highly important, required networking, experts in Serbia supports monitoring by the CSOs, negative reaction on some parts of public and citizen to the CSO careful access to citizens, the importance of maintaining a large influence of independent institutions. Okay, next one. Existing local national knowledge. We have excellent freedom of information access system, really works excellent. We have great results. We have great commissioner in cooperation with other systems in Europe. I think our FOIA is excellent. Also, we have excellent public procurement portal, place where all tenders will be published soon. We have excellent recruited staff from civil society sector in public procurement office, Commissioner for Free Access to Information Rights, and Anti-Corruption Agency. Disclosure of tender documentation is now completely normal and regular, although this is not a legal obligation. Okay, next one. What we have learned from previous years in work private procurements. As I said at the beginning, it's very important work with individual cases, but you can't work with individual cases if you don't have highly recruited and quality staff in your CSOs. Maybe some law offices can do that, but we are on that level that we can have excellent lawyers or have excellent citizens in our CSOs, so they can monitor and work with individual cases. You provide them free kind of advice. I'm talking about bidders or citizens. You provide them free kind of advice. In Serbia, that kind of advice in law offices are very expensive. Matters of public procurement, citizens' participation, inclusion of contracting authorities, network of CSOs is crucial. Also, CSOs becomes almost the most important sector in development of public procurement in Serbia. Public procurement expert needed, expert organizations also. In Serbia, theory does not work in practice very often. So when you make some kind of initiative or proposition, let it make practical and realistic for changes. Also gathering problems on the field, individual location funds resolved by ALAC, already mentioned. Analyzing of cases, identifying systemic problems, grouped together, separated, shared with stakeholders. It's very important to share. And other players in public procurement field, NGOs, bidders, contracting authorities, and most important, advocacy process. In advocacy process, stakeholders and crucial players, state audit institutions, crucial political will and political parties, also National Assembly, and would be media. So that would be all. Thank you. If you have